Okay, I can record it and then I can post it after. Daniele's just joined. Okay, yeah, is Daniele's in. Hi, Daniele.
No.
Daniele's there. We can see Daniele. He's got no speaker, but we can see him. You know that you can mute yourself as well. If you don't want to be talking to someone in the background or making noise, you can mute yourself. Daniele is. Let's see. Daniele, can you hear us? Daniele, can you hear me? Daniele, speak. Say hello. Okay, speaker's not working then. You can hear us, but the speaker's not working. Okay. So as you can see, Marco's muted at the moment, so I can't hear any of this background noise. I've also got the ability to mute all of you like this. Boom. And then now you're all muted. So if anyone's making noise, I can just shut you all up. So you can still hear me. Now I can't hear any of you. So if any of you's got a question, you can use that virtual hand up thing, and you can stop anytime. When it's a small group, though, I usually keep you unmuted. But if you want to mute yourself, you do that. Okay. So at the moment, you're all unmuted except Marco, who's kept himself muted. So up to you. Okay. Right then. So said there that physical, social, and mental well-being. It's important to know definitions and be able to explain each one of those. I'm actually getting some feedback from somebody, so I'll just mute you all at the moment, and then we can do the virtual hand up.
I feel like teachers would really like this, all muting students in real life.
Oh, it'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? All right. I'm trying to mute, but it doesn't mute at the moment. Let's see, mute all, and then allow you to mute yourself. Yes. Okay. All right. Now I can't hear any of you. There's a bit of feedback coming through there. Right. So, physical, mental, social. That's covered. So you've got to be able to give examples and just learn, 2 to 3 for each one. Have them learned up by heart. So any question about that, you can answer. We're moving on today to fitness, which starts on page 99. The tasks were set up. It's on the screen already on the Google Classroom. Fitness. The key thing that you'll often be asked about is to establish a link between health and fitness. Okay, there's a difference between them. Fitness, the key term up there on top of the book on page 99 says fitness is the ability to cope or meet with the demands of the environment. Now that's different to health, because health is talking about a state of complete physical, social, and mental well-being. And fitness is the ability to cope with the demands of your environment. So this is a little bit of a funny one, because you can be fit but not healthy, okay? And you can be healthy but not fit. Okay, Zach has just joined us. I'm just going to admit Zach. Okay, Zach is in. Zach is just connecting now. We'll wait for Zach to arrive. We'll continue connecting to Mr. Conley. I don't know if you can hear me yet. Says he's there. He's got no video there, but I don't know if you can hear me. Let me just check. Okay. Zach, I can't hear you or see you, but I just assume you're there. It looks like you've got no speaker or camera. I know you've got a speaker. Can you hear me? Zach, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yep. Brilliant. Yes. You've got no camera though, right?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to mute you again. So we've only just started really. So you'll pick up on where we are. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So as I was saying, fitness and health and fitness, two different terms. Don't get confused between them. Health, complete state of physical, social, mental well-being. Fitness, the ability to meet the demands of your environment. So what I'm saying is you can be healthy but not fit, and you can be fit but not healthy. And an example of that is for someone like an office worker or a builder or someone who works in a shop. They can be fit in the sense that they can cope with the demands of their environment. They can get up in the morning, they can make their way to work, they can carry out their daily work routine, whatever that is, if it's working in shops, serving customers, stocking shelves, whatever. They go home at the end of the day, they do any chores they've got to do at home, and they go to bed, and they're able to cope with that. They're not suffering, they're not, absolutely exhausted. They can cope with it, whatever way. Now, if that office worker was able to cope with the demands of their environment, but they had some kind of injury or cold, but they could still do their job, like if they were ill, but they could still do their job, no problem, then they're fit because they can cope with the demands of the environment, but they're not healthy because they've got something, a physical problem. Yeah, or maybe they're able to go and work and cope with the demands of the work, but they have no friends. Okay, they just go and do their job, but no one likes them, no one speaks to them. They do their job fine, they cope with the demands of the job, but they have no friends, so they're not socially healthy. So they don't meet the demands of health. So they're not healthy, but they are fit. Let's look at a different level now, just specifically at fitness. We've got two examples. Let's take, Ronaldo, for example. Okay, footballer, professional footballer. And then we can look at someone who plays football on a Saturday morning, okay, with a local team. Now you're going to get a huge difference in terms of physical fitness. Okay, Ronaldo obviously training to be playing at a very high level. Saturday morning footballer just turning up on a Saturday morning, playing his game, going for a few beers afterwards, pie, whatever, and then go home. But both of them, as long as there's no other problems, as long as they can cope with the demands of the environment, they can be they're both said to be fit. Okay? So both of them are fit if they can cope with the demands of the environment. If Ronaldo is struggling to keep up with his training, he's got a little bit of a niggling injury and he can't meet the demands of his training, then he's not fit. Okay? Same as a footballer. If he's picked up an injury and he can't train or play the next week, then he's not fit. But you've got to look at each person as an individual and therefore assess their fitness according to their environment and their lifestyle. So whenever you're talking about fitness, you take somebody as an individual, look at their environment and whether they can cope with that environment or not. And then you can make a decision whether someone's fit or not. So you don't compare that overweight footballer who plays Saturday mornings to Ronaldo and say, oh, Ronaldo's obviously fitter, because you don't know if Ronaldo's is fit, okay? Where he's got an injury or an illness or something that doesn't let him cope with the demands of his environment. Maybe a relationship breakup and he's stressed, he's got mental problems, so he's not coping with the demands of his environment, okay? On the next page, page 100, there's a blue flow chart. You can see it like that. And I said in the instructions that you need to know the definitions and the link between each of those terms. It starts off with health, which is the state of physical, mental, social well-being, not merely the absence of disease and infirmity. Links into exercise. Now, exercise, we all talk about exercise, but again, there's a definition to it. A form of physical activity that maintains or improves health and fitness. Fitness, the ability to cope or meet the demands of the environment. And then finally, performance, which is how well a task is completed. So those terms all kind of link together. To allow a performance to be completed well, to a very high level, first of all, the performer's got to have good state of health. They've got to exercise regularly. And I'm talking about someone at the high levels. They've got to exercise regularly to cope with the demands. Their fitness has got to be able to cope with those demands as well of the task. A tennis player returning a serve from a fellow professional, well, he's got to have good health. He's got to have exercise and completed exercise to bring him up to that level. His fitness has to be able to cope with the demands of the environment, playing the opponent he's playing, in order to perform well. So that's the kind of link between those terms. Dina's got her hand up, so I'm coming to Dina. Okay, Dina, question.
Do we have to copy down the blue diagram?
The blue one? That
Yeah.
one? You don't have to. What you have to in the instructions, I said to just make sure you've got the key terms identified and then work through the tasks. And the tasks, one of the tasks is linked to that diagram. But you wouldn't have to copy it down or anything. You just have to know the terms health, exercise, fitness, and performance. So you can copy the diagram because that's got the definitions there, which is where you learn these definitions you can put beside the diagram. So it's up to you how you construct your notes, but it's not a bad way to do it. So I would, probably copy those down and make annotated notes to the side of it in my notes. Yeah? Okay? Excellent. All right, you got your hand out yourself. Okay, so that's basically fitness. It goes through it. Now, in the notes, I've got a link to a YouTube video, which is done by another teacher who explains it. I'm just going to show you my screen at the moment, see if this works okay. Right, let me see. I want to put up this one. So you can see, you should be able to now see my screen. This is the YouTube video that I said to look at, this GCSE PE video. The link is in the stream as well to this. While you're here, another thing, I don't know if you're aware of this. This guy here, PE with Joe, right? Joe Wicks is a famous man in the exercise world. He's also known as a body coach, and he is doing online PE lessons, basically fitness sessions. Started today. The first one's online. You can see the first one here, and basically he's just doing an all body workout, so that you're doing something physical during this lockdown, because we can't really get out and exercise, and it's so important to be doing some physical activity during these weeks, because the government, I don't know if they're doing it today, that they are going to announce the extension to the 12th. You've heard that, yeah? To the 12th of April. So that means, but realistically, I think that other sources are saying we're looking at May or later. You know, we could even be seeing out the whole school year like this. It's quite horrible. So yeah, at least your year 10, your exams aren't affected. We're worried about our year 11s and 12s and 13s, especially at the moment, because Cambridge haven't cancelled the exams. The UK have done it, but Cambridge haven't. So the Cambridge exams are still going ahead. But we're not sure how that's going to work for us. I doubt it, but we'll see. Okay. But any questions about that topic today? Anything else? Anyone got a question about that? You're all okay with it? You're all good. So you all can define health into its three parts: physical, mental, and social, with examples. You can explain the difference between health and fitness, define fitness, and make the link between fitness, exercise, and health and performance. So that's the key things that you have to do today. Okay? All good? Thumbs up? Everyone? Yeah, thumbs up. Good, good, good. Right, guys. Well, we'll try and do this on a semi-regular basis. I'm not going to do it every lesson because it's quite, it doesn't always work. It's quite, oh, Marco's got his camera working. Marco, we can see you now. Okay, so we'll do it on a semi-regular basis, like kind of like either introducing new topics or summarizing at the end of the topic, just to make sure everyone's okay and anyone can ask questions so we can move ahead together. Okay? All right, guys. Well, good to see you all. Keep your heads up, spirits up, work hard, and I'll speak to you soon. All right? Bye-bye.